what's up? And welcome back to Homegirl's Guide to Real Estate. I'm your host, Taneeka Henderson, and today I have a special treat for you. We're going to talk about 3 types of homes that you definitely want to think twice about if you're out looking to buy. Now, whether you are a first-time home buyer or a seasoned home buyer in this game, these 3 type of homes that I'm going to discuss today in our video are the type of homes that you should think twice about because they can end up being a costly mistake, no matter how beautiful they look on the outside. Now, the first type of home that I would caution my buyers about is a home in a bad location. You've probably have heard the phrase location, location, location. And location is big in real estate. The location can determine the cost of a home or the value of a home. And so when you are looking for a home, you want to be sure that you give keen amount of attention to the location of that home. Well, what do I mean by location? By location, I mean that, is the home in a desirable area of town? Think about that for a moment. Currently, due to the housing shortages, we are seeing a number of neighborhoods in part be revitalized. And just because a neighborhood is being revitalized doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad location. Think about its proximity to the things in which most people would want to enjoy, such as amenities, grocery stores, schools, daycares, things that might be important to you as a buyer, but more importantly, put your thinking caps on and think about who would want to buy in that area should you choose to sell. So location doesn't necessarily mean a bad location is that it's in a bad area of town. It could be an up and coming area. Ride through the neighborhood. Take a look at what is happening around. Are there other revitalization efforts happening at that time? Is it in a close proximity to maybe downtown or other offices? Things that may be of importance to you and even down the road, the next potential buyer. Another thing about location is what's there in the area. You don't want to necessarily be in an area where you're close to a train and there are no provisions in place to keep the noise down at certain times. So you move into a home, there's a train track nearby, you've ridden by maybe in the daytime, but didn't hear a train. Now you moved in and the train is blaring all night. Bad location. Now let's get into the second type of home you want to avoid. And I am seeing this more and more, especially here in the Houston area. Again, as I said about the housing shortage has created these opportunities for revitalization in a lot of areas to make home more affordable to buyers at this time. And one thing that I see a lot of is the flips. Taneeka, what are flips? When you sit and you watch your little HGTV television show and you see them do the fixer-uppers and things of that nature, that's exactly what a flip is. It is an investor has sought a distressed property, updated it, and what they call is a flip for a profit, correct? Okay, so those flips, the things that are bad about a flip, when you see them and you see some of the work that many of the investors do, it looks phenomenal. It looks like one of the homes in Architectural Magazine. It has all the really nice finishes. It has updated paint. It has updated flooring. It looks and it stands out as a beautiful property. But here's the thing that many don't realize until it's too late about purchasing flips. You want to be careful and you definitely want to make sure that you look at, have the major mechanicals been replaced in this flip or just was it cosmetic? What do I mean by the major mechanicals? Has the roof recently been replaced? Has the AC or HVAC system been replaced? The heating and furnace been replaced? Hot water heater? those major mechanicals, those items that could be very costly, especially to a buyer if you have to replace them soon after moving into your home. So you want to be very cautious when you're looking at the flips. And here's the thing, guys, you don't really know what's behind the paint in the walls. You don't know what's beneath you on the flooring that they've replaced. So be cautious and be very careful when you're looking at homes that you can tell have been flipped. And how can you tell if they've been flipped? Typically, you can tell if it is an older home, of course, and it's been updated. But what you can also do on sites such as Zillow, you can search the home's history. And if you saw that the home was maybe sold in the last year or two for a very low price, and now it's on the market for a much higher price, then you can pretty much assume that that is a flip. Now, does this video seem to resonate with you? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Well, if so, hit that subscribe button and stay in the community so that you can get other videos just like this, where here I am, Taneeka, your homegirl, dropping you all the skills and knowledge and everything in between that you need to know about real estate. So now to the third and final type, and this isn't the only, I'm just giving you three. Call me if you want to know more. The third type of home that I would really avoid are homes with potential health hazards. Wow, Taneeka, health hazards. That wasn't on my Pinterest list. Homes with potential health hazards are very concerning because, again, keyword, it's your health. What do I mean by homes with potential health hazards? Homes that have been previously flooded or are within a flood zone. Why is that important? Because with flooding comes mold and bacteria that grows behind the walls. And if it wasn't properly mitigated previously, it can be a potential risk to your health and the health of your family members. So definitely do your research to find out and ask the agent, has this home been in a flood zone? Look at the seller's disclosure and see, has the seller identified that this home has been flooded before? And you may want to give second thought to whether or not you want to pick this potential home. Another type of home health hazard is homes that are near plants where they emit toxic fumes and chemicals, either in the wastewater or in the air. You want to steer clear of homes built in those particular areas because they can pose a potential risk on your health. Unless you have seen that the area has undergone an extensive environmental study and there have been no conclusions of any hazards to health for people and residents who live near these plants, I would advise my buyers to steer clear of these type of homes because, one, it can impact the resale value. Other buyers aren't necessarily interested in living in those areas. And two, it is the most important thing is it is a hazard to your health and the health of everyone that you love that live with you. So that's what I had for today, guys. The type of homes that you definitely want to avoid. If you click the link in the description, it'll connect you with me. If you need help or you have more questions about, what type of home do I buy? I don't really have an agent at the time. I don't have anyone to really assist me in the next steps of my journey. Reach out to me, schedule a 30-minute consultation, and let's talk about your goals and come up with a plan. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if anything resonated with you today, please subscribe and be on the lookout for many more videos from me to help you be resilient and knowledgeable in your home buying journey. Until next time, see you soon.